What's up, YouTube? This is DJ Gonza, the living dead girl. On the other side of the screen, that is Sylint.
Sad people.
And we're on the couch. That's right, you're on the couch. We do interviews, music, all sorts of stuff. We're usually on Speaker, Podcast Addict, and Stitcher. But tonight we're not. We're just shooting it raw, live, and crazy right now with my man Sylint, the weirdo himself.
Hey. Full life.
Right?
For life.
So, if people don't know who you are, which I know is like a deep question if we really took it there on who is actually Sylint. But why don't we go a little bit back so people can know a little bit what we know. How'd you get into music here, Sylint?
Let me see. It's practically in my blood, man. And almost everyone in my family has done some type of music. It's like some type of thing in the background, and I started off like very young, just listening to music, and then got into band. And when I was in 6th grade, choir in high school, all that good stuff. And yeah, it's just always been there. So I can't even really pinpoint a time it started.
See, I didn't know about the choir part. I'm actually going to learn some stuff here too. But you do a lot of different music. Like you're pretty complex in your musical styles and what you like and what you actually perform. Like you're highly versatile. Would you agree?
Definitely. Yeah, I love being versatile. Versatile, if you will.
Right. Very true. What would say got you into the different varieties? Because again, your older stuff. We'll get to your new stuff in a second. You talk very personal in your songs. Can you kind of elaborate with some of that?
Well, yeah, not my first biggest, but my main biggest influence is definitely Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory album. And so that definitely built a lot on it. So it helped me learn to speak about my problems and stuff like that. And I kind of wanted to give that same feeling back to people that were going through stuff. Like that's what got me mainly inspired. So I was like, oh, that's how I want to inspire others. And plus, enough people don't really talk about their personal lives or their dark sides, stuff like that. And I think that's really something that's missing. Like to be a real artist, that's what people want to hear. That's what they want to know about you.
We would hope, right? Because if you look at a lot of the other music out there, it's
not like that. Yeah, yeah. I remember.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
No, I was saying
yeah,
it's almost
I asked a friend. What's up?
Secular. Music was almost secular, you know. Like when things focused on certain things, gangster rap in the '90s would focus on one thing, you know, in different areas and stuff. But now it went from stuff like that, from street stuff to money, women, cars, fancy things, Rolexes, or that's probably how old I am if I'm talking about Rolex being top notch. I don't know what the top notch watches are nowadays. You know what I mean? Gold teeth and stuff, you know, getting your grill down, and they don't come across so real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely not. I hate it. It's like none of that stuff appeals to me whatsoever. As far as I don't really have that shit.
Right. Yeah, and then basically you can't actually be pinpointed in your exact style either.
Say that again? Sorry.
Okay, would you say you could be like pigeonholed into a certain style of music, or
me personally?
Yeah, you personally.
No, I don't think so. I think it goes back to me being very versatile. Like my first EP doesn't sound like my album just came out, and then the next project that I'm working on coming out, the beats are more trappy just because I made them, and those are the type of beats that I make. I do like the beats, I just don't really like the rappers. Right. So me over like new age beats will be like the new thing for me.
Right. So, and you hear a lot of people say that too. A lot of people wouldn't expect it, but that's the beats they make and stuff. Even if they don't do that music personally, but that's a lot of the beats that people make.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're so jumpy. They make you want to get up and move, and you know. So I get it. Even if I didn't make them, like it would have to be, especially if you're a beat maker and trying to sell them and be a producer or whatever. Then you kind of gotta appeal to people. That's what people want to hear. So if you want to sell your stuff a bit more, then you gotta at least cater to that a little bit.
No, yeah, you have to. You have to have some, like, if your whole album is one way where it's all about you're just trying to make money, club hits, and stuff like that, that seems overwhelming for me. I think if, you have the one or two that catch, because you don't want to, even if you're underground, you still want to hit something on the radio.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't see why not.
You still want to make money, so you can do the stuff you want to do.
Yeah, definitely. Like if you gotta appeal to people just to get up there so you can do your own thing, that's to me that's kind of like starting off as an employee. You gotta do what your boss needs done, and then once you get up to be your own boss, then you do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, right, very true. Um, do you think, like in the stages of your music, what you're doing, the music you just did, the music you did before, and what you're doing in the future, would you say those are phases of you? Would you say like the first one, the Weirdo EP, right? It was
Yeah.
the EP, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the first one.
I still love that album, bro.
Yes, one of our favorite albums.
You know it, bro. And still, one of these days, I'm gonna reply back to your Anybody's There. You know what I mean? I told you I would a long time ago, and then you know how the world is. We kind of veer sometimes in our past, but
Right.
I got to get our spiritual advisor back on the show. Have to, man.
So I have a question. What music are you working on recently?
What am I working on recently?
We've noticed there's a few new songs up on YouTube.
Okay, so let me back up a little bit. Alexithymia, I knew was out. There's two of the four I found on there. Two I'd heard, two I hadn't. I hadn't heard God before. And
oh shit, really?
Yeah, I know, bro. Alexithymia and you did the two you did videos for.
Yeah, I did Alexithymia and All of Me.
All of Me, yes, that's the other one. I'd heard those before, and we were going to listen to while you were on air because YouTube can suck it because it's your songs. You know what I mean? I was going to play the two I hadn't heard before. Unfortunately, we had our speaker issues tonight, and I'm not able to do it, and I still ain't heard the dang songs, bro. I'm excited about it.
Oh, I think y'all really gonna like God. That shit's dope. And then the other one, I think I sent you Hungry, and that one's cool. That's me on a more chiller note, more hip hop. Not every, like the first EP was mostly, a bit more rockish, but the album that came after, I tried to do a bit more hip hop because I kind of feel like I made my point with the rock thing.
Right. Okay.
Which I still love it. That's my favorite thing to do. Those are my favorite beats to get on. But I got to show people that I can branch out.
Absolutely, and especially if you're branching out like that and you're selling beats and trying to produce and everything else, you want them. You got to get goes back to versatility.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I know a lot of horrorcore guys are into the horrorcore stuff. That's what they do. That's live, die by it. But this
definitely. Yeah, that's just that's like people that are choppers that just always chop. I'm like, it's fun. I love doing it, but it's not the only thing I do. I feel like even listening to someone where they just rap fast all the time, like, okay, but I'm kind of getting bored with the same style,
I like switch ups and the changing cadence and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Choppers and certain people like a Ritz or something like that.
Yeah. I love Ritz, but I do get bored listening to him sometimes because he's pretty monotone too. Doesn't have much dynamics in his voice.
Right. But then you have like an Eminem, which can chop, change it up, chop, and go back and forth.
God, yeah, especially in that new Godzilla track. That he'll chop and change up his voice like crazy, and he's all over the place. That's why I love him.
When I heard of that album, it seems like he is really all over the place a little bit.
The Music to Be Murdered By?
Yeah.
I love that album. I'm still playing that album.
Are you?
just came out like from beginning to end. Like I can't just play one song on it ever.
Right.
It goes right in order.
But even if you look at like all his different albums, he's got an album
Yeah,
for the mood, the moment.
yeah.
I'll still go back to the Marshall Mathers' second album
Mhm.
because I like to throw back to the rock, that '80s feel on stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
The rap,
definitely. Yeah, I mean, when you think of definitely Rap God. But when you think of, especially when you think of hip hop, like hip hop started by sampling old music.
exactly.
So he does that, and sometimes people don't get it just because they may not know those songs. They think it's something new, and they're just like, oh, this is crap. I'm like, you don't know hip
Well,
hop.
the history. Right. Right. And a lot of people complain on that album, but
They complain on that one. They complain on Revival, which
yeah.
which I love. Like the freaking what's the first song off of Revival? Walk on Water. Like first time I heard that, I cried. I cried because this is like Eminem, to where like he's so deep about. He's not even like trying to be lyrical. He's always lyrical, but he's just like speaking from his heart. And I was like, this is like shit. Like you don't even know that's going through his head. Like he wrote like over, it said like 69,000 pages he went through writing that album.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he
Such
just
a thing.
that's ridiculous, right? Because he's just like completely start trying not to overthink everything that he does anymore. Always that's what he said. Like, every verse has to be better than the last, and what you gonna do like when you've done what he's done, and you're still trying to be better every single time. Like that would drive you insane.
Makes you wonder what's left.
Yeah,
And he
right.
gives surprise. He gives surprise that well
Surprising.
received. Yeah.
Punches out of nowhere, sucker punches. Like
Right.
don't ever you hear an Eminem album coming out, and you don't know what the hell to expect at all.
I'm
A lot of
waiting
these
for
other.
the drop though. Like it's coming anytime. It's due. It's due
What's
time.
that?
I'm waiting for a new album to drop by him. It's due time.
I don't know. He dropped the Music to Be Murdered By just in January. So I think him and Royce the 5'9" are probably gonna do some stuff next. Let's think of anything. Because I'm waiting for another Bad Meets Evil album.
Okay.
And Royce the 5'9's album was dope.
Was it? I have not checked him out yet.
The Allergy, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And he's dope. His bars, I feel like, are just I guess his mindset and the way he raps. You kind of like gotta hear it a few times to get it sometimes.
Okay.
That's the stuff I love, because you can hear it 50 times and then finally hear something new every time you hear it. So.
Right, and music calls to you during certain times,
Oh yeah.
So you're in one mood, feeling one way, or going through this in life, and don't hit you, and come back around, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I get it. I feel this. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you got that. That's definitely, music is a mood. So.
Right? Because you either got horrible music, or you got music that's catchy, and you got music that's deep. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's easy to hear the catchy stuff, but the deep stuff, it takes that second or time. And that's usually the best.
Definitely. The catchy stuff is, to get people. It's just like writing a story or a TV show or anything. You got to kind of get people engaged in what's going on by something that's catchy, and then you buy someone's album, or you start watching the whole series, and then it starts getting deeper and deeper along the way. But you gotta catch them. So I understand catchy songs. I have catchy songs. So.
Hey, you got a good couple in there. Yeah. Hey, but I noticed like the EP, you were speaking to your weirdos, your bass, your technicians, your juggalos, and many others came through there. You spoke on religion, you spoke on loneliness, anxiety, and stuff. What's this last album? Who's that speaking to?
Oh, the Shot in the Dark.
Yeah, with the time and everything on it.
That one I was to say who it was speaking to. It was kind of speaking to the world, I guess, in a sense. I would say, because like even my intro, I'm kind of just even in the intro, I'm kind of like my intro was called One in a Million, and it was kind of talking about like, is this like everyone's trying to follow this dream of music, and there's a million more people that want it, and a lot of them are more talented, more driven, everything than who you are. And so it's like, do you really want this? Because it's a shot in the dark to make,
Yeah.
you know, like you're taking a shot in the dark, expecting a bullseye. And so it was kind of a wake up. Like, if you really want this, then you need to go after it, because I am.
Right.
And I am part of that competition. I
And
mean,
that
not
goes
my own competition, but I gotta be real with the world and know that there's a lot of people better than me.
and that goes back to the roots of hip hop and stuff. It is kind of dog eat dog.
Yeah, yeah.
After it's
You know, yeah, it started with like rap battling. Well, it didn't start with rap battling, but it was a lot of like rap battles, and especially when you got bars, so it's like that mandatory competition is gonna come into it.
yeah, which is kind of strange because on one end you got poetry, which you would say is more of the mellow. It's kind of a yin and yang, but then you go
Yeah.
into battle rap. So it is. It's kind of a. I think yin yang's a perfect metaphor for it. I think kind of.
Yeah, definitely. Cause the poetic side is what got me hooked to it, and the battling side I don't really care for because I'm not a battler, but I would do it with my friends, just I was like up on the skills.
Right. And it's a good way of fine tuning it in itself, anyways.
Yeah,
I could see
exactly.
a rapper because the stuff they say to each other and stuff.
Yeah.
Someone's getting popped in the mouth.
I'm gonna
I
be
just get
swinging. Don't talk to me like that.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Don't let me catch you after the show. Like,
Right.
yeah, so they get in each other's faces and all types of shit. Like, what? No, not one bit.
It shows itself in the competition of stuff when you have whole scenes hating on another scene, or
Yeah.
labels on labels, and
Yeah.
it's
About that life, like they get ruthless too.
they do. And I
Exactly.
try to float around through all of it. You know what I mean? Do my Hunter Thompson and videotape this with my mind and what's going on.
Right. And then yeah, I mean, and I feel like battle rap, like, since they crews will beef because of it, and people will hate each other because of it. I got music to spread love and to spread my story and help out others. I didn't get in it to be number one or to be competitive or try to have the best bars.
Right. No, you definitely tell from the music I've heard and from the beginning there, your music's trying to relate.
Definitely.
And especially to those that can't relate to a lot of things. That's why we got to bring you back on Letters to the Living Dead, the mental health show. For those of you that don't know, it's a panel with her, JP. We got Sonic comes on. He's came on once. We'll get him back on again. And discuss on how everyone deals with the things that they have been through with mental illness, maybe addiction, stuff like that. And kind of that even though you can't go to like maybe a psychiatrist or something, and we're not professionals, but we can see how we got through it.
Yeah, by all means, we're definitely not professionals, but
No, not at all.
Professionals, I've tried to find a therapist, and they're expensive, they're hard to find, and like, especially when you're already going through shit.
Right.
Like, and it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Cause like, I'm already tripping, and now I gotta trip on finding someone to talk to me through while I'm tripping. Like,
Right.
it's such a headache that eventually you just give up, and then you'll come back to it later, and it circles. Like,
see, that's where music helps out for a lot of people, and that's another reason we started that show is because it delves on the relationship between the artist and the listener.
mm-hmm.
They both get out of it. Like no matter what, say originally Gino Colchett from Dark Half, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was rest in peace, he was kind of our mind thought when we started that show on how much people really got from what he was saying, and because he went through a lot of mental issues, suicidal issues, stuff like that, until he passed away. But I think it
Alright.
helps them out. And I see with other artists, it helps them out too. It's a
Oh yeah.
so we try and build that bridge between the two and show you that like music can help. And this is why we do this stuff.
Oh yeah. Like that's what I said. My biggest thing was Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory. Like their music saved my life. Like I just wanted to die. I was ready, like, and the music saved my life, and that's what makes me want to do that for others. That's why I do music. That's the first reason why I do music.
Yeah. And you've done great with the music and just your conversations. We've known you, God, how long have we known you now? Almost 4 years? 3 years?
I have known him going on 5 years. You have known him going on 4. Thank you.
Yeah, so
Clarify.
you've delved through the mind of the Gonzo and the Living Dead Girl a few times. You took that trip. And I think we've took that trip with you a few times.
We have that pact, don't we, Sylint?
Right? Oh yeah, we've had some weird times. That's for sure.
One of my proudest moments was when I shouldn't even have been tattooing that night. I already done a few late at night. We're listening to the EP and knocking that out and stuff, and we sent it to you. How you felt about it? It was just like, everything just made sense. It was great. It was a rough time in our lives, and it made things great.
Oh hell yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Like that brought a tear to my eyes. Like that's what I always said. If I can help someone with their life through my music, like I can die happy. Even if I never get big, I helped some people. Like
that's what you said in your post when you just shared the pictures and stuff like that. Yeah. You're like, if I ended right now, I've affected. I'm happy. And that's admirable. That's when you have a real artist, someone that connects like that.
We're proud of it.
We're just lucky we get to know you and talk to you, because not everybody can talk to an artist and stuff, but
tell us what Weirdo stands for again.
Weirdo stands for Warrior Eternally Illustrating Inner Impulses, Reality Darkened Original.
You want to explain now what that means to you, maybe now? I don't know if it's changed some for you as you've grown as an artist and person, or does it still have the same meaning? And what is that meaning for those that don't know?
Yeah, it still has the same meaning. It always will. Like it's tatted. It's forever.
Right.
Nowhere and that's something that will always be me. It really starts. The W already started because my name in Swahili is Nyamavu Sakurai, and that means silent warrior. So I just took the warrior from that, and then kind of came up with everything along the way, being dark, eternal. I'm not gonna live forever, but my soul is. Then inner impulses, yeah, and then hopefully original. So it means a lot to me because I was always called a weirdo. And so instead of hating it, I just embraced it. Like, yeah, I'm a weirdo. Fuck it. Like, that's what I am, and I'll embrace it. Like, why not?
Let me tell you a little story. When I got this weirdo tattooed across my knuckles, my parents stopped talking to me for 6 months because
I remember
so mad about getting weirdo tattooed across my knuckles, and I couldn't understand it. I told my mom I was going to get something vulgar tattooed across my throat, and she didn't say nothing. But then I got weirdo on my knuckles, and they banned me from the house, told me I couldn't come to the house unless I covered my knuckles up. They're over it now, but man, they got so mad.
Yeah, and so much people put such a bad tint on it, and it doesn't mean anything bad. It just means different, outcast, oddball, which a lot of us are.
It's just different from the norm.
Yeah, exactly. People put such a bad rep on it and treat it as such an insult. And honestly, it's a compliment.
Right. And if you look at it really, they say there's something wrong with someone with 60% of the population, right? Something wrong doesn't make us weird.
Yeah.
Well, if weird is the opposite of normal, doesn't that make us normal and all the regular people weird?
Exactly.
Michael took a quiz today, and one of his questions he had to answer, it was, what is the weirdest thing I do? And he could not come up with anything weird that was just out of the ordinary, the weirdest thing I do. His
Right.
answer finally was, "You talk to me when, or we talk to each other when we're in the bathrooms."
Straight up. Like, hey, how you doing here? Like,
Nothing weird that you do.
Dude, that's nothing. I used to sit in the bathroom with my dad while he was using the bathroom, and we would smoke a blunt and talk.
hey, so my brothers and
That's
stuff,
my
like, we
dad.
ran, like, we gotta use the restroom, and swear to God, like, bro, like, whatever. And we both, as long as you don't cross streams and you both go, you're good. Don't cross.
That's nasty. No.
Hey, I both had to go and stuff. My brother was sitting on the, we had to tell him move a little bit. I'm joking. Hey, turn off, I'm throwing under. Yeah. When I was a little kid, when I was about 16 or whatever, my brothers, I'll tell the story, because I haven't told one great funny story yet. I was cooking my brother some eggs, right? And all of a sudden I felt something warm on my leg, looked down, he urinated on my leg.
What's fine?
Patrick,
Damn. Yo.
my leg. I chased him in the bathroom. I was trying to get his head stuck in, right? But I just couldn't. I keep threatening him, like, I'm getting you right now. And, like, so karma, here's karma, since we love karma. Karma come back around later. I'm cooking an egg. He walks up on me. I'm like, you're not doing it again. And he leans forward and he goes to smell the egg. Dude, burnt, like, whole part of this nose off. Bro. What are you doing? He's trying to smell the egg. Why are you trying to smell the egg? I got grounded for it.
For burning him, but he didn't get in
Well,
trouble.
I didn't do that for him. I didn't tell him that because I was threatening to pee on him. And, like, yeah, I know. No,
That's
we
good.
took fools when we were younger. And if you're out there, don't pee on your brother's legs. It's not nice.
It's not gonna turn out good.
It's not turn out good, especially when he's about 80 pounds heavier than you. That was a Gonzo story for today.
That's hilarious.
So Sylint. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hey, brother.
Well,
I'm belly bullying you right now. I think we're gonna do belly bullying videos out there, and then I guess we'll have to do an anti-bullying one too. But anyways, let's move on to the new stuff because I'm excited. I didn't get to hear a couple songs you've done already. I'm excited to hear about what you can say about your upcoming stuff.
let me see. Hold on. The upcoming stuff. So yeah, the next upcoming stuff I have, it'll be my beats. I've made them. I've been working on beats for a while. It will be, I guess it'll be more appealed to new age, not on purpose, but like I said, those are just the beats I like to make, and I actually like that type of music, well, at least the beats. And I always think, like, if I with my type of flow on these type of beats, like, my catch. So yeah, my new stuff will be my own production all the way around.
Nice.
I'm excited. I am highly excited. I mean, I think I'd listen to anything you did as long as it wasn't Mercedes.
Never do it.
Hey, you
Never
mumbling
do
and
it.
stuff, bro. I'm gonna call something. Like, hey, you need to go help him or something. Sylint.
If I did that, I'd probably sell the verses. Like, just ghostwrite for somebody that raps like that.
You're like, I cannot do this. But
Yeah, I can't do it personally. So I'll just feel stupid. I just feel like this just isn't me at all.
You guys how I feel about Mr. Kitty Loves.
Mr. Kitty Lover drives me crazy.
Dude, she hates the voice. No famous stuff. Hey, I ran that gag. If you guys don't know, go look up Facebook, Mr. Kitty Love'ems. Go check him out.
Go find the Thanksgiving video.
Oh my goodness, did I send you the Thanksgiving video?
He cleaned a turkey
No.
out of Mr. Kitty Love'ems.
Oh yeah, I was like, you gotta ask permission before you spread the cheeks on the turkey and stuff. You give him the whole fist, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the first time I've ever done that voice with my face. Good thing. I've already gave up my secret identity, my Clark Kent. for the longest time, people are like, dude, why is this dude beefing on me? Like, talking this crazy stuff. You know, I message people like, yeah, what's up, homie? I'll go over your house and pet your kittens and stuff. You know what I mean? And, like, who is this guy?
He called Violet J out and told him that, like, he tried petting his kitty at the gathering or something.
You know, is that you're now? You know what I'm saying? You're now.
That's hilarious.
It's like, nice kitties and stuff. So, these people are like, who is this dude? And they start tripping out. And then they couldn't research back enough just to find out it was me. But when I told them, like, oh, bro, like, we were, mad.
That's hilarious.
Actually, here, I'll now, so everybody knows, I have a song coming out with King Duke. Keelam's on there. That cat's going to die on that one, I'll tell you what, right there, buddy.
Wow.
Hey, it's a cool beat. Like, it's a real trippy beat. It's like if they filtered a beat through a whippet can. That's how I'm gonna say it.
Interesting.
And when it's the vocals listen to you, bro. It's more of a funny, trippy thing, but yeah, something once, right?
Right? Gotta have some fun.
Even a kitty level's got something to say. At least that's what Dude said from Hustle and Flow. Everybody gets to put one
Not a
verse
sponsor.
in. Not a sponsor. Yeah, no, not a sponsor. Just a sponsor. By the way, U.S. Circle A Records, bang, bang,
It's a
yes,
sponsor.
is a sponsor of this show. Much love to Big Haas. Much love to St. Dog and everybody on the label. The affiliates. Oh, by the way, folks, next week, Big Haas is coming on. Might have a couple special guests, too. You never know.
Hey.
Super excited to hear from the OG from Southern California. It's going to be a great show. We did a show once, but we spilled the beans on some up-and-coming stuff, so I had to cut it off. So if you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. And tune in next week, Saturday, 8 p.m. Pacific. We're going to do it. And we'll be on Spreaker. You can go to the app or you can go to the .com.
We're going to try to be on Spreaker.
Look up Gonzo Styles Radio. I'm tired of your negativity. Well, Gonzo Styles Radio, look for the couch. And also coming up soon, Letters from the Living Dead, Living Dead Girl and JP show. Hopefully we have something coming up soon.
Yes, probably this coming week. Sometime this week we'll drop a show. Probably Friday.
That's my shark face. Yes, it is quarantine time, and if you guys are stressing out, life sucks. Well, we'll try and come on and help you out with it. Give you something to laugh at. Like, maybe you'll learn something. You'll cry with us, laugh with us. We'd hug you, but I think
For the 6 foot rule, and I don't know.
6 feet.
6 feet. I don't think we can defy metaphysics and stuff like that and reach through. We have tried.
No, we haven't. We don't like touching people.
I have tried. One time I handed King Duke a cigarette through the computer. I said, here, bro. And he was like, thank you, bro. So, boom.
It worked out so good, too. It was nice.
It did. And you know what I saw on Facebook? Oh, my God, Facebook. Check it out on Facebook. I saw one with Jack Daniels bottles. Where 4 dudes were there in the square, just on Skype, just handing it to each other and stuff. Each one had a fifth. I'm like, man.
Damn.
They stole. No, they didn't steal. Ain't nothing original. Except for Sylint. Sylint's original.
Yeah, y'all gotta make sure to check out the album, Shot in the Dark. Make sure you listen to it, like, top to beginning, because it goes in order. I like my shit to go in a certain order. Takes you for a ride.
There
Like
you
a
go.
roller coaster.
You know?
It's a silent roller coaster.
Right. You see people screaming, but you don't hear nothing. You kind of freak
No,
out.
man, you see him, and you don't really understand why everyone's screaming, but you see it.
Right?
That's because you're not listening. You're listening with your ears and not your soul. If you're listening with your soul, you would hear them. Just saying.
Right? You gotta feel it.
All right, folks. We'll let him off there. You see, he's busy. He's actually doing his homework. He's actually in the 6th grade elementary school. He just looks really advanced for his age. I know you women out there looking at him like, damn, sexy chocolate right here. He's only in the 6th grade, ladies.
I wish I'd have so much hair again.
Right? Hey, are you ever gonna bring back the red tears?
Oh yeah, that hasn't really gone anywhere. I keep that stuff at all times.
Hey, you still performing at our wedding?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Got to. Have to.
Let me know when.
We have to sing Weirdo, and we got to go stand right by my parents and sing to them.
Oh, wait for the.
No, you need to get down in front of her mom and dad, like on your knee and stuff, grab their hands and sing it to them. Look into their eyes.
Look into their soul. Tell them if they can't feel your or hear your soul screaming, they're not listening, right?
Right? Damn. That's hilarious. Yo, wait for the new Weirdo song coming out.
Ooh.
That one, those one. I made the beat and everything, and I just can't wait to start recording again. Man, I got some shit coming.
Excellent. Well, that just means we have to bring you back on.
Right?
What are you gonna do the first thing you get off quarantine?
Hopefully, play some Ultimate Frisbee. I miss it. I mean, I'm an essential worker, so I'm still out there.
I'm essential too. Truckers gotta eat and gotta get gas, so.
Yeah, I work at a grocery store, so.
Huh?
People gotta eat.
A job, right?
What's up?
At least we got a job, right?
Yeah, exactly. So this what 6 million people filed for unemployment in America alone. Like shit. And I just got a new job.
Right?
Hustle's on.
There you go. My hours got cut. It happens. At least I'm one of the few people still looking at my job, so it works out as long as we don't get the coronavirus, and then it wasn't worth it. You know, it's that count. It's unfortunate.
Right.
But anything else you got going on? Anything else to speak on? Shout outs? Any of that good stuff before we end this out tonight?
Shout out to King Bad Entertainment, my promoter, A1, my producer, you know, everyone I've collabed with, even my dad, Natasha, more people I'm about to collab with, like my cousin, Jared, my homeboy, Lyric Cali, like, just so many, shout out to everyone, shout out to y'all for having me on, shout out.
Now, what I will require from you, sir, is hit me in the DMs with a radio drop for me, okay?
Radio drop.
A radio drop. Oh my God, you're about to go drop, huh? Right now, we did. Do a radio drop. Be like, I don't know, I'll do it like as if it was me. Like, yo, this is DJ Gonzo. You're listening to Gonzo Styles Radio. Check out the couch with DJ Gonzo. He might be wearing pants today.
Okay, I got what you mean.
No, I don't know. Do your own personal, but you know what I mean? But hit me in DMs with it later, and we'll drop it on the speaker.
For sure. Send me, like, the key things you want me to say, and I'll improvise from there.
Okay.
Key things.
I am Gonzo Styles Radio. Check out the couch.
I am Sylint.
It's about keywords, brother, and you do whatever you want to do.
Gotcha.
All right. You know how we do, brother.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
It's much love. Thank y'all for tuning in. Those of you that had to in here that didn't get in on speaker, hope you appreciated the hour of music we did for you. Next week is Big Hoss. Let's see, we heard this. I want to run through my list real quick on these people right here. Right now. I sound like a Van Halen song. All right. Actually, next on the 15th, we have King Dookie's coming back. That's Mr. Sexy as F. I'm not going to cuss. We also have Big Hoss, Creature Click, a doubleheader next Saturday. That's one guy from US Circle A and one affiliate. Then we got Scribble, the White Noise, another US Circle A affiliate, Anthony Navarro. Which you should check into this guy too. Come back checking us out. Navarro, This dude you don't expect him to sing and do what he does. Looking at amazing dude, good personal friend, and
Oh, dope.
It's the next one.
her birthday, that's in May. Then we have Scribble, and White Noise, Anthony Navarro. We have King Relic, Force 5 Records. He's coming on. Native King. Then we have the boys from Hereditary Mental Disorder. And then we got Cleve the Harmony God. That's Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's her family. Good dude. Really like the guy. We'll talk about him clearing up his beef with Lettuce. And then we also have on the 15th, we got an old partner of yours. We got Brando. He's coming on the 15th.
Hey.
For her birthday. And then Jason Logic, also from Force 5 Records. I think we might throw in Underrated from Potluck somewhere in there, just depending. Other than that, stay tuned in. Check us out. Spreaker, YouTube. We love you. Keep it gonzo out there. Peace.